Hey guys, I'm going to be doing some tarot, some free yes and no, and then I'm going to come back on and do the subscriber collectives. So right now I'm going to be doing free yes and no tarot. I'm waiting for the stream to load a little bit. Obviously it's having a little bit of issues. It's delayed. If you guys can hear me, let me know. Thank you. Thank you so much. Can you guys hear me? Hey guys, how are you? Can you guys hear me? Oh, thank you so much. The stream is having a little bit of a hard time starting. What is going on up there? It goes like from 0. Okay, there goes the little ad at the up corner. Okay. All right, let's see. Hey, how are you? How's it going, you guys? All right, so here we go. I'm going to start off with free yes and no. After that, I might do some crystal ball if I have time. Then I'm going to be doing choosing someone from the audience, like one of those like mini reads that I give for freebies as like a promo. And then if you guys want a full one, they're $25. And then what else? I might do the subscriber collectives. When I click on the subscriber only button, you can join the TikTok subscriber stuff for I think it's $2.99. Yeah, so right now I'm going to be doing the free yes and no. There's 4 things in my shop. The first one is the let's see. One is the private psychic reading. The other one is the live stream one. Then there's a mixture of tarot and astrology, if you guys like that one. And the other one is the full report. All right, here we go. I missed some questions, you guys. Sorry about that. I was reading something. Okay, let's see. Oh, good for you. I like that. Okay, this one is for Eva. That's the first one that I saw with the word relationship in it. Okay, let's see. So this talks about you going through a period of being very pessimistic, and then after that, You feel, how should I say, kind of like things get worse, and then all of a sudden you see them get better. All right, so I do see a new choice coming into the picture, okay? So be positive, Eva. All right, let's see. Let's see. All right, let's see. Why is it telling me that? It confuses me. I don't know why the platform is putting like this sentence on there. It confuses me. Like, what? I scan them so fast. Something about Watcher rising. All right, guys, so here's the drill. I'm doing free yes and no tarot. So if you have a pretty straightforward question, something that you want a quick answer to, not a novel, okay? Career or love, go ahead and put the question down below. If you want to book a reading, they're $25. And I forgot what else I was going to say. A couple of other things I announced, but I can't remember, so... Okay, let's see. Jenny, is Ryan mad at you? You would feel if he's mad at you. Especially someone like you. I wouldn't say the emotion is mad. I feel that there's some kind of emotional / spiritual disruption. And also there's going to be some change in the love life very soon. Okay, okay, let's see. Let's see, Brooklyn, is Kyle still in love with you? All right, so this talks about two different things. The first one is that misunderstanding Kyle from an emotional versus a spiritual perspective. What do I mean by that? People have an emotional side and a spiritual side. Well, they have more than that, but when you're reading them. So this is when a person's instinct and their style of feeling versus the way that they naturally just behave, right? So there's a misunderstanding as to what the motive is behind change. The second thing I'm going to tell you in reference to you directly, this talks about you being confused about your relationship because of different spiritual readings. So I suggest, because some people that you're going to go to are full of it and some are not, I suggest you go within. This is about going within to get the answer that you need. But yes, communication and better understanding to the partner. So instead of getting a third person perspective from someone spiritual, this is talking about get to know and connect with him. Okay. All right, let's see. Hope that helped. Rin, are you being attacked because you are having bad dreams lately? So if you want to book a reading with me, I will look into that. Okay, so if you need a removal or that's that can be, so you're asking a magical question. I'm a magical practitioner, so that's called a spell consultation. If you want me to take care of it and want me to address it, book a reading. I don't do that on the stream. All right, let's see. The next one is, it gets messy and, you know, it changes the algorithm. This is about like love and career. So if you have a love question, a career question. Okay, let's see. Olivia, should you let go of Logan for good? Is he coming back? So those are two different questions. Should you let go of him? If he's not with you, then it's not really up to you. You know, so there's what you feel and then there's what occurred. So if he's gone and he left, and you're hanging on to it. So one is a psychological question you're asking about feelings, about healing. That's an inside job. And the other one is, the future prediction on the relationship. You'd have to book a reading with me on that one. As far as what he feels at this time for you, I will answer for free, okay? So this is a pessimistic point of view. This means that the person believes that the pattern that's negative will not stop. Okay, let's see. Lex, will your boyfriend reach out to you soon? Okay, if he's your boyfriend, that's odd. He wouldn't reach out unless you're broken up. So I think there's something odd about that question, but so this talks about a focus that the person has on the father or a boss and money. All right, so cryptic questions get cryptic answers, but they are accurate nonetheless. Okay, Ronnie, is Brandon the one for you? Okay, let's find out. All right, so I know that you're asking the question about the one. I am a love specialist. I'm a love astrologer. If you want me to look at the destiny of your love life, the marriages, long-term connections, destined people that interweave themselves in your lives, not just quick flings, you know what I'm saying? I will do that if you want me to do a full deep dive love destiny. As far as the man that you're asking about, let's focus on the current reality because this is apples to apples. We're asking current questions at this time. There is a problem with this, and it talks about abandonment. All right, so some of it has to do with his own self-esteem and issues that are plaguing his perspective and dedication to a relationship. So when a person is having a very hard time financially or career or self-esteem and issues, they are not their best for their romantic connection. This is a troubled time. So how much pressure on the love, that's a whole other ballgame. So I would say the question that you're asking about, this is abandonment. So there's a trouble in paradise at this time. Okay, so be aware of that. Try to prevent it. If you want me to do a deep dive, you can book a read or we can do the astrology. Astrology is going to look at your life long term, the whole big picture. A deep dive tarot is going to look at your relationship with this person, deep dive. That's the difference. Okay, let's see. Lucky, is Tommy entertaining other women? You haven't talked to him for a month, or is he healing? That's a whole novel. All right, let's just focus on what is his focus? I'm just going to ask that. So the focus of this person is to improve themselves, to be a better version, more money, more power, more success, new change. And this, as far as focus and romance, this is a person building to start a direction with someone new later. The new person's not in the picture yet, but this is what they want. This is what they aspire. New page, new chapter, new book almost. Okay, at least that's the aim. Jasmine, is Chevy wanting to ask you to be his girlfriend? Okay, a Libra shows themselves in this answer. The answer is yes, but there's someone in his past or your past that's murking the waters. All right, let's see. Jordan, will your husband be able to take the next step and move home to New Hampshire, I guess you're asking, NH? So if you want to book a reading with me, we will definitely address that, okay? This is for very direct, specific questions. Love or career? You want a whole novel, okay? You want to clean up that question and make it relevant, apples to apples, I'll answer it. But that whole thing, that's a full reading. They're 25. All right, Alexandra, will Yaha and you talk about your feelings soon? I guess you're asking if the person's going to open up to you. No. I also see the influence of a new person as well, stirring the mindset. Okay, not third party, but stirring the mindset. Sarah, will Hugo invite you over on Sunday? Why don't you just ask if Hugo's interested in you romantically? That's really the cleaned up, real straightforward, get to the bullseye question. I don't see a love connection flourishing with this Hugo person. I see that, first of all, the way that he sees you is guarded and very cautious. And I also see that there's an ulterior interest in this that is worth your observation, to say the least. No, I do not see a romantic connection flourishing with this person. I see false intention. All right, Gwen, do you think Matthew loves you romantically? Matthew. Well, I'll tell you what, the energy that's coming up, because I ask very straightforward, relevant questions, sometimes it turns into like, what do you need to know? Let me tell you the energy coming up with this person. If you want to dive deep in love, you can book one, but this is the energy that you're getting. This person has some kind of tie with someone overseas. I'm not talking romantic. This is family. So for example, Britain, like if he's going to go to the UK, I'm just giving you an example. Whatever it is, it's like what I'm saying in simple terms. When a person is preoccupied with something that has a geographical weight or tie. So for example, a pinpoint on the map here, and then a stress on the map over here. So this is a person that is heavy with feeling like if I were here, things would be better. Or if I moved over here, this person would be better. So this is a person trying to have relief and figure things out when life is not working the way they want to here. So this is sort of like an epiphany that they're having somewhat. Okay, so that is the energy that they're caught in. So it's relevant. Sometimes when a person asks a question about a significant other or a love crush or a romance or whatever, you know, when I'm asking those relative questions with pertinent to as this time phase, I mean, it's the energy they're feeling. So if they're pissed off, you're going to get a lot of that. If they're sad, you're going to get a lot of that. If they're going through moving your job, you're going to get a lot of that. Because I look for what's relevant now. You want predictions, you know, that opens up a deeper read. Okay, I try to give the person relevant to what they're asking. Okay, let's see. Salvador, is your wife Maria being unfaithful? Well, you probably already know the answer to that. And the best thing, you know, be observant or do your homework or even hire a private investigator. But yes, I will answer that, okay? Okay, it's a tricky question that you're asking. I'm going to give you the answer. I don't see this person, your wife that you're asking about, I don't see this person has technically been unfaithful as far as the act, okay? But there are many ways. Unfaithful is a betrayal, it's unplugging, it's checking out, it's leaving the bond, right? So, this is when a person has fallen out of love. This is when a person has checked out and the feelings are not there, the void of feeling. So this is a problem. Okay? So you're thinking there's someone else. It's more like she wants another avenue. There's no one there, but it's the checking out. All right? So you need to maybe get, you know, I don't know if you're therapy minded, go to a, you know, marriage counselor or something, you know, maybe work it amongst yourselves, maybe communicate about it, but you need to be conversing that with them and try to heal that, okay? So, all right, let's see. Skylin, will you and Jayla start dating each other? Okay. Are you a fire sign? Sun, moon, or rising? Because I see a fire sign and a Scorpio in this situation. Okay. I see a Scorpio. So this might be a problem in the way. All right. You have to check your sun, moon, rising, or stellium. If you don't have a stellium, your sun, moon, or rising. You're looking for a strong Scorpio in this. If you're not a Scorpio in any way, I don't care about your planets. Don't tell me that your Mars is in Scorpio. I don't care about that. Sun, moon, rising, or stellium. Okay, you have a rising. Okay, now because of that, I have to check something. Yes, I do see things come up. You are the Scorpio in it. Be patient and focus on what you want. Manifest it, focus. Be true, be honest, and feed the purity of that connection. I see it picking up as long as you're honest and not deceptive. I don't mean that to be rude. The Scorpios don't mean to be deceptive. The females. But they are. Sometimes they'll prevent stirring the waters and they'll be quiet. And what they don't know is sometimes what they're not saying or not addressing pisses people off or makes people suspicious. Don't do that. Be honest. Say whatever it is. That person will see the effort in which you are trying and you will get the good result. Okay, let's see. Princess, in relation to you and what you and Matthew have going on, does he romantically love you? That's a whole novel. If you want to clean that up, make it a simple question, I'll answer it. You want a love reading? They're 25. Katia, will you manifest healing? Anyone can manifest healing in some way. Why? Because the connection to the mind, body, and soul is inside you. If you take a vitamin, your body knows how to convert the nutrients, and then by you feeling physically better, your mind will feel better. If you lower your stress with your mind, you will feel the benefits with your physical body, and then your light or your higher self will feel it. So mind, body, soul has a connection. Are you asking me if you're going to heal yourself with your mind? I'm not going to answer that because I do some medical readings spiritually, but I am a person that I do not use my abilities to spread medical information and let the person think that they cannot go to their healthcare practitioner. Your primary thing, if you're healing, is to go to your certified, licensed, primary care physician, your doctor, people in the healthcare industry that are professionals at that, and get lab tests and everything, and work with doctors. The reason that medical things come up in readings is because they are part of life, and I do address it, but it doesn't substitute. You have to advocate for yourself and be proactive with a healthy lifestyle, healthy things, okay? So don't confuse medical with spiritual. Medical is something you should do for yourself. Spiritual is to enrich another part of you. Go to your doctor, okay? All right, does Matthew hate you? Okay, that's a strong word. Okay. So there is a defensive and vindictive feeling here. So I would say you stirred the waters. Mava, should you call P today? I don't do letters. Sorry. I don't do alphabet soup. If you want to put their name or their sign, if you want to say like Taurus or whatever, you can ask a question like that. All right, Maria, does Michael have real feelings for you? My question to you is, are you a Virgo, Maria? Sun, moon, rising, or stellium. Are you a Virgo? I don't care about the planets. Are you a Virgo? Okay, there's a Virgo attached to this person. So this is someone that either he hasn't gotten over, or this is someone that, well, you are 3 signs. You're your sun, your moon, and your rising. So if you Virgo is not one of those, and you're or if you have a strong true stellium, that would be an identity. Other than that, you would not be a Virgo. Everyone has Virgo in their chart, and Virgo plays a role in their life. But if you're not that, this person is tied to a Virgo. So this means that they're either not over an ex, maybe there's someone that is a Virgo that's influencing their decisions, but there's something there. So there's a disruption. Okay. All right. Mava, should you call Ruth today? So this is a beneficial partnering connection. So I would say yes to a good conversation if you want to be cryptic. That's the answer that I have for you. You should do whatever you want to do. Noemi, is TJ missing you? I'll allow TJ because I don't do letters, but that's a nickname. So TJ that's fine. So this is getting a lot of Sagittarius energy in this, some fire in this. And this talks about picking up momentum. So this is positive. Even if it's not directly with this person, I see someone pursuing you. So hopefully it is connected to this person. Let's see. Hazel, your name is Sandy or Hazel? Have I read for you before? Is that Julian the Aquarius? Or am I confusing you? I don't know. I'm bad with names, but I'm really good with signs. Oh, okay. You're the one that I said after you I'm reading only 21 and over, right? Because you misunderstood me and it felt really, yeah, I could tell you were Okay. So let's let me go ahead and answer your question. So is he coming back? Yes. Yes, he is. But remember, I remember what I told you. It was. If it was you. You're the Taurus. Okay, so remember I told you I didn't like his energy. Not cool with you. But anyway, the answer is yes. But I just the purity of the intention, I don't like it. Okay, let's see. So this was, I think I'm skipping, by accident, I'm skipping some of the questions that I missed. I'm sorry, guys. No worries, no worries. If there's something you want to ask me, you can and you don't want to put it on there, you can always, I don't know if you can say the word, but it starts with the letter T, has 4 letters. Okay, you can always ask the shop a question or, okay. All right, let's see. Is Ryan going to reach back out? Well, that's a bit strange, but this is bringing up something that has to do with distrust. Unless he told you a story about someone he didn't trust or someone not trusting him, the theme of this story is picking up. If he didn't have that conversation with you, this is what this brings up. So it's almost like, it has nothing to do with you. but it has to do with what he's focused on. So to answer your question, I would say not at this time, but the answer is not a definite no. It's a yes, but not right now. But again, there's something to be addressed there. Something lets me know there's a misunderstanding there that should be cleared up if you like him. All right, Sally, will Becca move out soon? Sometimes the answer that you're asking can't be answered in a direct yes and no, because I'll tell you why. Let's say that the answer is that this person wants to, but there's been something happening with the new place they're going to get, and they have a debt in their bank, and something gets complicated, or they don't get approved for a new lease and they have to wait a month. There are sometimes things people want a yes and no, and it's almost like, wait, there could be several outcomes to this destiny. In your case, this is pushing towards a yes. I would say it's more yes than no. But when a person doesn't move out, sometimes it's not so easy. The economy is really wonky. There's a lot of new restrictions with rentals and things. Sometimes there's more to the story than pushing yes, no, I want to know now. No, sometimes it's like, sit and wait. There's going to be 2 curveballs that happen. I would say yes. But then again, FYI, this person also is about to do something that can make them go backwards. You see? So I'm trying to tell you, if you think you're rid of them, the plot thickens. So yeah, if I have to force a yes and no, let's go with yes. Okay, Sierra, will Paris reach out to you? I would say yes, this is romantic. Or at least I should say harmonious. In other words, I do find a positive energy with the reaching out. Okay, what the hell did it say about my connection now? The light is green and the timer is going. Can you people hear me? Because I just got an error saying about my connection. Did I freeze or something? Anyway. Okay. Ara, does Aaron have feelings for you? Darren. Does Darren have feelings for you? This is a now I'm here, now I'm not type of energy. So this is the kind of thing that all of a sudden you hear, oh, I moved away, or oh, we're all packing because we're moving. What? So this is just letting you know, trying to give you an example. When all of a sudden you hear that the person had all these plans that you didn't even know about. So it's the person's moving at a pace or faster. You're in the dark about their every, I think I was clear. Sometimes I speak cryptic, I don't mean to, but I think I was clear. So be aware of that, okay? Shocking news. Oh, they're not, Okay, let's see. Empress is saying, if you book the live stream reading, will it be on here tonight? Well, your name is Empress, so you probably read tarot or something like that. I don't read for other readers. It's a conflict of interest. I don't do astrology for other astrologers, and I don't read tarot for other readers. It's kind of weird. So, I'm sorry. No, I don't think so. I've never read for you. But if you want to send me the invoice, I have every order I've ever done. So, okay. Elisa, will you and Pat date this summer? So I see restriction with a Leo. This could be parental, people older than you. This is an influence indirectly. So you're asking about, dating. So, if the dad has a stepmom, or the dad is dating someone new, or maybe the mom is involved, you see? So this is in some way, shape, or form, family has an indirect way of influencing his relationship. So that means proceed with caution. It doesn't mean no. It means be aware of that. All right, let's see. Empress, if you have a question, you can go ahead and ask it, sweetheart. I always answer freebies. Okay, let's see. Elisa. Oh, thank you so much. I think I got to everybody, right? All right, Sierra, will you and Paris end up in a relationship in the future? Well, I think you're going to continue to have a relationship, but as far as a committed romantic one, it stays complicated. So it's not like you don't have one now. It just doesn't have the title that you want or the level of commitment that you want. So you're in each other's lives and you are connected in obviously you have a connection. They will continue to have a connection. But I see that because of financial issues and stress, things are not going to move exactly in the way that you plan. So maybe figure something out together. Maybe have a breakthrough in the way that you plan stuff. Sometimes two people, it's not the right timing, but they're the right connection sometimes, you know what I mean? It's timing too, I don't see that the issue is both of you. I see that the issue is like the life stuff going on at the time. All right, sweetheart, thank you so much. Okay, let's see. Cheryl, will new love come into your life? Okay, there's a reading that I do where I pull up, I'm an astrologer, a love specialist, so I do horoscopes. So like, for example, if I'm gonna, look up to see when love is coming and I'll describe stuff and stuff, that's what I do. But you're asking a quick tarot. Let me just figure this out a minute. So this is like, understand apples to apples. This is a Libra writing you, flirtation, okay? This doesn't mean that's it, that's the only answer that exists. This means that I'm scanning for the very next thing that's the most prominent. So that means that very soon you're going to have someone flirtatious and letting you know that they're interested. So that means you're going to get activity in the love life. As far as relationships, their intention, who the potential suitors are, what's going to happen, that's if obviously we looked into the future with a reading. If you want to book one, you can. If not, enjoy the fact that activity will be popping up in your love life, which is positive. All right, Sally, does Liam feel he has to compete for you? So this is a question that you already know the answer to. I'd rather ask questions where, you really need clarity. I don't mean to be harsh in the way I'm saying it, but I believe that readings, when a person turns to the spiritual realm for answers, it's because they're truly having a hard time figuring out, my God, I am confused. Like, I really need to know this. I don't see it. But when you see it yourself, it's kind of like, tongue in cheek, So, thank you for understanding me. All right, let's see. Fenny, will S and U separate? So I don't usually do letters, but your question seems, I don't know, I just feel drawn to answer it, so I'm going to answer it. Yes and no. Can something be broken but still in limbo? Yes, it can. There are things and human relationships that sometimes are, you know, broken, and they kind of linger in that broken stage. So unfortunately, I still see an issue, but it lingers. So for you to take initiative and change that, you would have to take steps to close that page and move forward. Boundaries, decisions, right? Things left organically as they are, I see things being drawn out in some sense. Okay, hope that helps. Ciara, does Paris have romantic feelings for anyone else? So this is a person that is stressed out by something that ended beyond their control. It goes back to a memory when a person maybe forms some kind of traumatic attachment. Well, nobody really forms a traumatic attachment. I think the attachment just happens naturally. But this is like when the memory can't shake off something that was beyond their control. So this person is high alert or worried. I realize you're asking positive, healthy love questions with this person, but this person doesn't seem like they are in the same exact space that you're in. You know, give them a little chance maybe, or if you're spiritual, do a cleanse on yourself with that focuses on love. You'd be surprised how much on yourself, not on other people or anything manipulative, on your own vibration. Sometimes you'll see how nice effect it has on people that are around you. You could draw in more like in a peaceful energy. Yeah, it might help you out. All right, let's see. Does Knox like you back? Knox. Well, I suggest if you have romantic crush feelings towards this person or whatever it is that you feel, I suggest that it needs a little bit of cleanup, because maybe through friends, maybe through an explanation, maybe through a story. This talks about a person who they have judged you by what they've seen. So did they hear from the grapevine, or did they see you argue with someone, or maybe explain to them maybe a reaction that you had? This is when a person has a skewed perception on a first impression. So you want to clean that up. I don't think you should stick to leaving that be. If sometimes people can change and say, oh wow, I really thought about you in the beginning, but wow, I've really changed. I'm glad I got to know you. See? So you got to kind of work at that. All right. Okay, so in your talking, you got to fix something, because there's a perception of you that's skewed. So are you a Sagittarius or Virgo? Sometimes Sagittarius and Virgo, without meaning to, can say the wrong thing. They're trying to be honest, and what they're saying is kind of like foot in mouth, and they don't mean to. But whatever your situation is, I'm telling you already, this person's impression, there's something off about it, and it's not being addressed. I guess you're not listening. Maybe that's the problem. It's like going over your head, what I'm saying. Okay, you're dating and you're asking about an issue that you're having. So I'm trying to be helpful, and I'm trying to tell you that the impression this person has because of the question that you're asking. If you're dating and you're asking that question, that means you have no idea, or you're out of touch with the connection they have for you. Which means there's a whole like Swiss cheese, right? Which means I'm trying to let you know that the perception they have of you, there's something off, something that got wired wrong. So you want to be aware of it and address it. Okay? All right. Diana, will Ghani come back to you again? Yes. But let me tell you, it's because you are kind and giving. Watch how much kindness you give this person without them giving it back to you. Okay, will Kyle and Brenda reconcile? Lucky, are you Kyle or Brenda? Were you asking about other people? The reason is I don't like being intrusive with other people's lives. I don't do that. I like to answer a person with what's relative to them. Anyway, the answer is no. This is an issue here. This is when a person is trying to heal and they can't. Okay? All right, let's see. Trinity, will you and Virgo... Hang on a minute. Will you, who's a Virgo, and Justin, Justy is a Libra, going to be good together? When it comes to intellectual conversation, intelligent bonding, there's going to be a lot of things that make you both a good team. But you will eventually be suspicious of Libra, because Virgo gets suspicious of Libra naturally. Because Libras will be very silent once in a while. Sometimes they'll be very present, and then sometimes you'll just see them be very silent and they won't share everything. And a Virgo doesn't know how to sometimes just read their intuition versus what they're thinking, so they tend to like blend and confuse themselves and then say to themselves, wait a minute, was that this, I'm not sure. And then the explanation that you need to have, a Libra will not give. So you have to kind of feel your way through that connection and establish, tells early on where you have that part solid. I do see a good team though. So if you're working together or you end up doing something where you build something together, I do see positivity in that. But later on, you got to make sure you have a good foundation. All right. Morgan, will you and Juan Carlos get back together? Morgana. So there's something not very trusting about the guy that you're asking about. Make sure he doesn't come to you so you solve his problems. You may not agree with what I'm saying, and I'm sorry about that, but it is what it is. So the answer is yes. Just make sure you're not his bank or his nurse. All right, let's see. Jenny, how does Christian feel about you? So that would be a reading, Jenny, because for me to do a mind read and really go back into what happened, what it would look like is when I look at what a person feels about someone and I do a good evaluation, it's not just, it's kind of like there are different ways a person can feel about someone. And something could have been shaped by a conversation. Maybe it was something that you did. Maybe it's versus how he's feeling at this time. Maybe it's based on thinking he has had from something you planned together. For me to really look at that and kind of give you some real foundation on it with intention, maybe the direction in which it's going. If it's still fresh, I'd look to astrology also. I would have to do something like a full read, hon. But just to give you something, so you're not leaving empty-handed, let me do a simple answer to that, but don't take it as that's it. That's the whole story. I'm just going to give you whatever comes up with him and you of his feelings. But understand I go deeper than that. So here we go. Christian. My question to you, is he a little bit older than you, but acts young? So is he a little bit older than you, or does he have a relationship with his father closer than above average? So it's going to be one or the other. You don't have to answer if you don't want to. Okay, that's fine. Just a little bit, yeah. Also, yes, with the dad anyway, just for you to know. There's a lot of his dad in him. All right, now, he sees that you're very paranoid and non-trusting about men and about relationships. So that's the first strong feeling that he has. That's not, for God's sake, that's not the only opinion that he has of you. As I've read for you. You know how I read. I get into it. But the first thing that I kind of see is he's on high alert over, the way that you, I don't know, I guess the vibe you put out. There's something very analytical and something, you're very honest. I know that. He can just feel it. So that means that your scrutiny and the way that you are, it's almost like, does she think I'm good enough? Is she gonna, is she feeling this? Does she trust? I can't feel it yet. Make sure you don't push him away, if you like him. But that helped you though. That helped, right? If it's new, if it's too new, you don't, I'm not trying to say don't book one. I'm always happy to read for people. That's what I do for a living. But I'm trying to tell you, if the relationship is too new, really new, you don't have enough history yet, and I'm already telling you what it's about. If you've dated a little bit and you really want to know more things because you need clarity, then get a reading. It'll be worth it for you. Only if there's going to be information that you need to help you out. But if it's too new, then you got to live a little bit and form some kind of history. You said, I feel like it does, but there's some stuff I don't know if I should go forward. Okay. So but I want you to think about something. The reading will definitely dive in. You know that if there's flags, I'm going to find them. That's what I do. But before any of that, just on your own, naturally, because you're so intuitive, so deeply intuitive with that moon that you have, I want you to come out of it a minute. You tend to feel things early. So that means that there's something you can't put your finger on, that today might not be an issue, but later it might. So don't second guess it. I certainly don't. If you feel it, it's there. But you got to remember the difference. And here's the part where you're not new at, you are new at tapping into it. And I'm going to show you. You don't want to not live your life and not take a chance because you felt like there's just something small that you don't know, because you can be closing your doors too. He is interested and he's sensing that wall is up. So if you really like him and you feel, all I'm trying to say is yes, it's important to be cautious, but you got to live your life too. Don't close the door so early. Learn to take things in little steps. Test the waters. Take a little bit of a chance. Don't gamble away all the trust and all the love. You just in bits and bits until you have sure footing. Because you don't want to be so drastic that nobody's good enough and nobody can go past that steel gate. Yeah, so what I'm trying to say to you is your fear can hurt you. There's a difference between having intuitive fear because it's real, or intuitive fear because it's real, but it's small. And you're picking up on something that's accurate, but it's accurate only a very small amount, which is workable and sculptable, and you can rise above it. No one is perfect, you see? So this is where the person is, their own defense mechanism being defense and helpful can turn toxic and close a door. So you want balance. But like I said, if you're still unsure and you're worried and you're stressed out, then get a reading. If you feel that it worries you or you can figure it out, then sit on it. You know, go with what you feel you need. Okay, honey? Okay, let's see. Elizabeth, is one of your friends thinking about you right now? That's really weird. That's a really weird question. I'm not going to answer that. That sounds really strange. People have thoughts constantly. When I am hired to do a remote viewing reading, it's one of my abilities. It's because it is an urgent situation. So, for example, a person is looking for a document, or a person is, there's a critical element to the situation. It's not a game. It's important. If you, the mind is full of thoughts. The mind never stops. Even when it dreams, you know, when the mind stops, the heart flatlines. So if you're asking if a person is thinking about you, if they're your friends, it's normal to entertain thoughts. You know, you think about the people that are close to you. So that's a very weird question. Yeah, I like straightforward questions. What are you getting at? Are you trying to find out if a friend is in love with you? Okay. Beatrice, will Suki reach out to you? I see this very slow-paced connection. I think that's one of those things where you might tire and try to just make a decision for yourself because of the waiting. I don't see this fast. Adelia, is Melvin your person, or should you let him go? Let me ask you something. You're probably going to deny it, but have you done anything magical love-wise to help you with this connection? So a candle or something, love, spell, magic, crystal, amulet, anything spiritual that you've done to help your love life or the connection to this person? As in the past year, within a year's time? Have you done anything? Okay. So there has been something that's been done. Maybe you didn't realize it. Sometimes if you pay for a candle, or sometimes when you get readings from certain people, it's a whole other thing. I do see that it is making its way. But let me answer your question besides that, all right? This is a person that they are being misunderstood by you. They have, internally, they're not happy with their life, the person that you're asking about. I know you're asking a love question, and here I am telling you about their serious life stuff, but it is interwoven. This guy is miserable. Mainly because of a lifestyle or life choices he can't have. Maybe he wants a car. Maybe he wants to get his own place. Maybe he wants to go back to, you know, his parents' country. Maybe he wants to go do something in another state and he can't afford it. There's a restriction here. This person is very sad and upset with the way they feel about their own success. I also feel that they have a very bad, I guess, habit of not expressing themselves the right way. This hurts their relationships. What I'm saying to you is I don't see this as a bad person. I see that this is a person that is more silent, and people are more suspicious of him because he doesn't explain things right. So he's not expressive enough, or he doesn't explain it. he gives the impression like he's being tricky and dishonest, and he's not, for the most part at least. I would say that there's an incompatibility with him because you don't understand each other and there's not enough communication. Therefore, it arises trust issues. So why don't you just talk to him in a new way that you never have? Open up and say, you know, are you happy? What do you want out of the next year? Like, what are your goals? Because this is a person that by him voicing what he really, really feels, maybe he's embarrassed. Again, this has nothing to do with love, but it's very important to how he feels. I do feel this person speaks another language, and I also feel that his parents and maybe even him was born in another place. So there's a non-native element to him. So I don't see him being North American native traditionally. So I do see influence from another culture. And maybe this leads to that confusion, like I wish I was over here, or things were like that over here, I want them like this. So yeah, what I'm saying to you is understand him better and deeper. I don't know if you can get close to his family, that would help as well. If he doesn't put in the amount of effort that you need and you see that he just lets go, then the person is not worth your time. You have to feel like that person is, no matter what's going on in their life, if they don't put enough effort into you, then you don't need anybody to answer that for you. That's common sense. Anyway, I see he's a good guy. I think you should give it a chance. I think he's intelligent. He wants a very bright future, but I don't think he's going to have exactly what he wants. Hope that helps. Kativa, will your relationship with Thamil grow stronger? Thamil. So I see there's an imbalance with gift giving. This one person is a taker, one person is a giver. Okay? Make sure, oh, you're welcome, sweetheart. One person is a giver. Are you giving this person a lot of gifts? Are you buying them things? Are you trying to comfort them? Are you trying to show them you love them? So if you have your Venus in a earth sign, you're going to overdo. Where is your Venus? Do you know where your Venus is? What element, what house or element you have it in? If it's in an earth house or an earth sign, there's going to be do you know where it is? No, not your sun sign. Your Venus. Your native Venus on your chart. Do you know what sign you have Venus in? Okay. Not a problem. So if you go to any, well, I don't want you to go to any because it's full of phishing and scams. But if you go to, let's say, for example, astro.com, or I have a video showing like a little tutorial for people that don't know how to, I have it on my feed somewhere. If you go to, I believe, astrology, I have a 3-part lesson for free. If you put your information in, and if you don't know the exact time you were born, you can do it. You can do it for noon. It's not going to give you your whole chart, but it'll give you a chunk of it. Go ahead and see where you have your native Venus. All I'm trying to tell you is learn about where you have your Venus when it comes to the question that you're asking, because if you have it in an earth sign, this talks about you wanting to be very loving and showing, like gift giving. And it talks about one person giving gifts and being very affectionate and being very attentive, and the other person saying, hey, I'll accept it, but I'm not giving you back what you're giving me. Hell no, it's about me. So this is not balanced. So it's just letting you know, be careful. If you are the one giving too much, okay? Oh, okay, no problem, unknown. I'll do your reading right now. Give me 1 second. Sam says, which reading do I have in family? Anyone you want. Whatever. I used to have my store filled with like tons and tons and tons of options. I had like over 130 readings that I do, but I made it simple because the economy and budget and all that. So a reading is just 25. It's simple. I can sculpt it to be whatever you need it to be. If you need to do private because you're going to bring up a lot of stuff and you want to do like a bunch of different topics, it explains it there. I did it more to be friendly to the audience instead of having all my choices that people are like, oh my God, I don't even know what to pick anymore. But whatever you want to do, I got you. All right, here we go. Unknown, I'm going to do your reading now. Let me go ahead and let me open it up to see if there's any specific question that you have for me. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be doing the yes and no, but right now I'm going to focus on my client who ordered a reading. All I remember about you, I think, if I remember correctly, remember I'm terrible with names. I'll never forget a face, and I will never forget a voice. And I am really good with remembering signs and pieces of readings. But do not ask me to remember your name because I will not. I will be like, do I know you? What? But are you the engineer with the Pisces moon? Or am I confusing you? Because I know hundreds of Jennies. I see your order here. Let me see if you have any question attached to this. Do I even have a section to add questions? Okay, so this is whatever question. I don't see it. Okay, type of reading. Oh, okay, I see it. Find your new love. Okay, I got you. Capricorn. Wait, is that yours or did you? Oh no, is that the default? I don't know. I have to fix that because I think there's something wrong with the thing. Okay, so how can I help you, sweetheart? Oh, okay. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and... Okay. Yeah, you can. Okay, I sent you an invitation, unknown. Okay? Cat with the hat. Hey guys, doing the free yes and no. I'm about to take a reading with a client, so give me 1 second. I'm not ignoring anybody. I'm just trying to figure out the stuff. Okay, give me 1 second, you guys. Yeah, because to read all that is, I'm not going to be able to do that at this time. I could do it later, but not like, yeah, not a problem. That way, yeah. And you don't have to show your face. You could just show the, and say whatever, whatever you feel comfortable publicly. Like whatever you would normally type, you could just say whatever you want to. If you don't want anyone to read it, then don't say it. You could just hint it. Right? Did you hear me or?
Hi, yes, can you hear me?
How are you? Is this the first time I'm hearing your voice?
Yes, this is the first time you're ever hearing me. Sorry, it's very late.
Oh, no worries. Hi, finally. Nice to meet you, sort of.
I know,
Because I've
right?
met you before, but never your voice. All right, sweetheart. How can I help you? This is about Christian, right?
Yes.
Or would you rather, okay, so what's his sign? Oh, something happened. Oh, what happened? Oh my goodness. Wait a minute. You sent the wrong button.
Okay, there we go. Sorry, I lost you.
No worries. Things happen all the time. Don't worry about it. Okay, so this is about Christian, right?
Yes.
Or do you, what is his sign? I'll just read
He's my son. That's all I know.
Oh, that's fine. Even if you didn't know, that's fine too. I'm glad you
I believe he's a Gemini. June 5th, Gemini.
Okay. All right. So am I going to dive in? What do you need to know? Or are you going to tell me the question that you have?
So,
Remember, everyone can hear. Just a reminder, I'm sure you already know. But whatever you're going to tell me, if you want it to be cryptic or something like that, let you know, because it's public.
So I sent the message, like, long story short. Just the end of the question was, I guess, if it's okay to take it serious or should I keep my options open?
Okay. All right, I'm going to ask a 4-part rune question. I'm going to do a dice cast after that. I'm going to go in with the full tarot, and because I'm comfortable reading for you, and you're a return customer, I'm going to add in extra some astrology on the relationship. You don't have to add anything extra, but I'm happy to add that in for you. Don't worry about it. I just want to give you a well-rounded. Okay. All right, here we go. Give me a minute. I'm just going to do the rune part first. Then it's dice, then it's tarot, then I'm going to throw in some astrology. If at any point what I'm saying to you want to give me feedback, just let me know. But don't say anything while I'm casting because it'll cut me from the zone.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Okay. I was about to say something, but hang on, brain thinking. Runes falling. I don't know where it went. I'm trying to find it. I'll find it later. My cat usually puts them in a pile for me. All right. Now, the rune part is done. I'm going to explain to you. This is what I call the root. All right, this is my lingo. So this lets me know, Spirit is letting me know that you have gotten, how should I put this? I'm very blunt, but I think you understand my style. This is when you have spied on him through other readers. So this is like when you've tried to, that you've gone to some psychics, some / readers to find out the nitty gritty on him, because at the end of the day, there is something that you do not trust about him in particular, about maybe how much money he makes or something financial, and the story that he's telling you about his past. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. That being said, let's find out what's going on. Now let's go to part 2. Okay? So what does that tell me? That tells me that you like him, but it also tells me that you are bothered by something so strongly that you haven't been able to leave it alone. That means you need an answer. And you're the type of person that you don't really obsess about things.
Right.
You'll think about them, but if something's bothering you that bad, you're not going to stop until you realize why. So let's find out why. All right, so first of all, let me put that aside and let's focus on the whole vibe of both of you. Spirit, give me the vibe, but give me his perspective toward her first. No, wait, I thought of the word Christian. He's not Christian. I don't know why I thought of that name. You said he was a Gemini. Let's try that again. Spirit, give me the perspective. Give me the vibe of the relationship, but put him first. I want to see his side toward her. Hang on. Got it. Okay, I read the cast, okay? Okay, I see what it is. I see exactly what the problem is. All right. Here's the clincher. Are you ready? He has, now this is going to be broken down. This is when I do my investigative stuff. All right. But I'm going to give you like stuff on the fly. I'm just getting a vibe. Okay. Let me pinpoint what I saw. What's bothering you is that the story of working with a lover, a former lover, is not accurate. He's not being truthful. So this is when he's working with someone or financially involved with someone, or there's something with the workplace or what he does. If he works for himself, he deals with her in some way. And if he works for someone else, then they both deal with each other in that place in some way. Maybe she's the one that delivers coffee. Maybe she's the one that works in the same floor. Whatever, you get the idea. This is when there is a former lover, or maybe ex-wife, or whatever, let's just call it former romantic connection, that is still very close to him work-wise, and the door is semi-ajar. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay, so the love part is true. He's not in love with her. But the sexuality, it's another story. He's looking to see if you allow him in. You're bothered by her energy. That's what's happening, is you're picking up on, you're doubting him because you feel what's surrounding him. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes, completely. And
That's what it is.
1000% understand what you're saying and everything.
Yeah, because your moon, I'm able to talk to you that way because of your moon. That's why. Most people would be like, what? I don't get it. You're frustrating me. But you could,
No.
you could talk Lucy weird, because that's
Yeah,
my
no,
language,
yeah,
Lucy weird.
definitely.
Okay, you're not wrong. You're not crazy. It's there. He's not in love with her. But the dishonesty, this is what I don't like. I'm going to tell you right now. If he's lonely, how can I put this in a very clean way? So if he's lonely and he wants something like super duper with you, which we're going to find out what's going on, what his intention is, how much he likes you, and what his plan is. But before we get into that, let's talk about what is. What I don't like is that if he's lonely on a rainy day and he's not getting the smoochies and she wants smoochies, he'll smoochie. And that's like a deal breaker. Because when you want something brand new with somebody, he's got to have the discipline to say, hey, no, I'm waiting because I'm into this one. And if I have to wait cold turkey for 3 months, I will. That's loyalty, not the double dipping weird shit, whatever. So his intention, from what I see, is not bad. Let's see if he's worth it. I don't not like him. I don't like the situation, and I'm going to tell you what I don't like. I don't like her. I'm not judgmental. Sometimes, there could be somebody, a client comes to me and they're involved, they're trying to get with somebody, and that person has a door open with somebody and that person just fell in love, and they're not bad. Specifically, the vibe of this woman, she's a snake in the grass. I don't like her. She has no boundaries. She won't say, okay, no, he's dating, let me back off. No, I don't like her. And she's corrupt, and I think that she's caused him problems. They have a problem in the past, a big one. She did him wrong in the past. There's some heavy stuff there. The fact that, here's another thing, flag number 2. I don't see this man has told you everything clean slate the way that couples normally do. So guy meets girl, they start talking, they like each other, they start maybe like dating or talking and dating or whatever. That's the time where everybody spills the beans. Okay, this X happened, and then I lived over here, and then blah, 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 blah. Okay, this is what happened to me, and da-da-da, and you share stories, right? That, I feel it's been done in pieces. Like, what you don't know won't hurt you. Like, let me just not tell you because I don't need to get into all that.
Yeah.
I respect that there's no, I can respect when somebody says, look, the past is in the past. I don't need to bring that into here. This is new. I like what we're building. The past is garbage. I'm done. I want to focus on you. That's cool after you have spilled a little bit of the beans and told the person a little bit about what you've gone through.
Exactly.
There's a baby mama, or there was like a drama, or I had a 3-year girlfriend and we broke up and my parents got involved. Okay, a little bit of something. This guy's cherry picked a little too much. I don't like it. I don't like it. It doesn't seem honest to me.
I think the work has a lot to do with it. You said earlier if he works for himself or for somebody else, it's a family company. So I think that probably has a lot to do with it, like politics wise, within the workplace.
You cut out. I heard you say within the workplace.
Yes. Oh, just like because it's a family owned company, his family, it's probably the politics within the company that, and I'm not making excuses, right? But
I hear
yeah.
you. Family stuff doesn't mean he has to smooch you. Okay?
Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't, no. Okay. All I'm trying to tell you is flat out, when a guy that is single has every right to have friends with benefits. Men do that when they are single. It's a single thing. But when a guy, any decent guy, is ready to start something new, something like girlfriend shopping, like on his radar, he's got, I want a girlfriend. They stop that and they leave that be. That's maturity. You'll find that a decent guy that's getting ready to get involved with somebody he really likes has been without that for a while. His choice. He outgrew it. He was looking for the real thing. That women will do that too when they're really serious. They'll like have this space of like aloneness. They just like, they're ready, you know. They could talk, they could date, but like there's like this moment where they kind of, okay, next, I really want to meet something significant. There's too much of a close, heavy open door that at any moment it can open again. That lets me know that he's relying on a comfort situation too. Okay, he doesn't want to date her, he doesn't want to be with her. Maybe she does, because I see that she wants more involvement with him than he does with her. So then why the situationship friends with benefit? Why that, keep that open if you're trying to start something serious? Dude, that's baggage. If you want something serious, leave that behind and close that door and leave it be. You know, be decent. I don't like that. Okay, so, but let's not judge. Maybe the guy's trying. Well, let's see what the scenario is. All right, so the first thing that I notice about this person is that they must have already in their name, I know this is bringing up money and family, but this is the first thing that opens the reading. This is a person that recently has been allowed more authority or leeway into family money than before. So for example, dad might say, okay, now you're allowed this much. Or, okay, you're allowed to have this much. I don't know how much you know about him, but this is letting me know that there has recently been some, I guess, more allowance. I don't mean allowance that you get every week. I mean like being allowed. There's been greater level of access.
Responsibility? Yes.
No, access
Okay.
to things that he didn't have before that he's allowed now. Maybe it's a company credit card with a higher amount. Maybe it's a company car that he didn't have before. There's something, because I see him being very selfish financially also. So this is someone gripping on to what they have and not necessarily sharing what they have. So if he has extra money this year, he's not going to tell you. This is a person being secretive about income and perks and things. I'm not saying he's rich or well off. I'm saying he's not. You know what he reminds me of? You know that saying, what they don't know won't hurt them? That's how he reminds me. What she won't know won't hurt her. If I don't say it, it's not going to be drama. As long as I don't say it, I'm not a liar.
Yeah.
That reminds me of him. Okay, let's go. All right. That's weird. I feel anxiety all of a sudden. I don't suffer from any anxiety or anything. Have you been getting anxiety from him or something? No?
I don't think so.
Good. Good. Yeah, all of a sudden I feel like a big pressure. Maybe it's what he's going through.
I just get nervous when I go meet up with him at first. That's a little anxious, but I don't think it sticks with me that much long.
Then it's not you. Then it's something he's going through that I feel. It's okay. I'll figure it out. I'm almost there. There's a couple of angles here. I think, okay. That's what it is. All right. Where else did I want to go with this? Hang on a minute. I'm sorry. I'm almost done. There's one more thing I need to figure out, and I'll tell you all of it.
Okay, no worries. I know how it goes.
Thanks. This part's not in the reading. This part's not with cards. That's why I'm trying to. It's in my mind, but I gotta figure it out. going to do astrology. We don't need to have the answer. I'm getting the answer. Here we go. Yeah, if the answer becomes clear, we don't need to do anything else. Okay. Okay, and with that, okay. All right, I have everything. I have all the answers. Okay, for you. All right, so we already know where did we leave off so that you're not okay, so we opened the reading. I told you, you've been looking for flags. There's a reason why. You're right. The second thing is, I think it was the whole vibe with the dice, and I talked about the girl at work and all of that. Okay, here we go. Let's get into the deeper stuff. We did talk about him being nothing with love, but just his money part. I see him being a little bit more selfish and possessive at this time. That's fine. Okay, here's the part where I didn't explain. Okay, and I'm going to start from here. A Leo female makes her presence in the reading in his past. So I would say that either his ex is a Leo or the woman in the job that wants him has a Leo placement. Okay? That doesn't matter, but because we're probing into his love life and there hasn't been anyone with that title, it's going to bring up the last most potent connection. So this is a Leo energy.
Okay.
All right. Nothing more to it. Okay. Now let's dive deeper. I have 2 warnings for you. One is very mild and one is very strong. And I'm going to tell you about him. The first warning is don't, I'm not here to tell you what to do, but the mild warning is readings are great, but don't let anyone put you on such a stressful, paranoid path where you become hyper fixated on getting answers to scratch the itch and you end up wasting money and it ends up draining you emotionally. It's not healthy for you. I see that this can take on a weird turn where you keep getting readings for the wrong reasons. So you're free to do what you want, but I see that you can enter this weird void of, I need to know more, and then all of a sudden you can't have a relationship without this, you see? When you should look to readings for healthy things.
Right. Yeah.
Improvement, happy things, negotiations, opportunities, money, advancement, good news, things you need to know, growth spiritually. But for it to be a crutch emotionally for love, that's toxic. Don't do it.
Okay.
Unplug.
Sounds good.
Unplug. Okay. Go read a book, go to the beach, unplug. Okay. The next thing that I see is dark stuff. You wanted the secrets. Here's the secrets. You have 2 options. One is be very, very careful in how you speak to him, because the information I'm about to give you, if you're wise and guile enough to approach it in baby steps in communicating it with him, you will see it yourself. Oops, it paused. She must have had an issue with the connection.
No,
Did
it
you get
just my
disconnected? Oh, okay.
I'm here.
Oh, okay, no worries. If you get disconnected and I'm saying something, just, this thing, and then let me know, I'll send you the invite, okay? That way, because some people get disconnected with their Wi-Fi or whatever.
Yes, I'm
Okay,
here.
so what I was saying was, I was saying, there's a lot of things in my head about him. There was, we talked about unplug, but then I went on to something else. I was about him.
It was something about really deep and
Yeah,
the secrets.
yeah, the secrets.
Oh, talking to him, taking it baby steps.
Okay. The stuff I'm about to tell you right now about his secrets, the big, the bad, the ugly, what he's hiding, you can get it out of him yourself if you need to, but be very smart how you do it and kind of play airhead and kind of use your woman smarts and do it little by little, and you will see proof of what I'm saying if you need to.
Okay.
Some people believe readings and some people are skeptical, and put it to the test. It's fine, but just be wise, because it's going to be some deep stuff. So maybe do it subtly, maybe ask like from a caring perspective, oh really, like wow, my friend went through this, and you know what I'm saying. You can play psychologically and get it out. This is what's going on. Number one of the secrets of this man is that he can't keep it in his pants. I don't know how any other ways to say it. I don't know any other poetic way of saying it. He is a person that is very active in the female department. This person has several lovers at one time, and there is no love depth. Part of this can be inappropriate adult content. Some of this can be prowling for, but this is just physical. So I'm telling you that he has a somewhat sexual addiction. There are very few men have that on the spectrum of men. Most are healthy and normal. Some have that. But women that deal with men that are alcoholics, they'll think all men are alcoholics. And women that deal with men that are gamblers will think all men are gamblers. And women, and so forth. Most men are healthy and not into that. But those that are, they are. And they can go through a phase at 18, but they are not all into that. This person, unfortunately, his style is he looks at content, he has a wandering eye online. He will stop and look at, the one on the pole, if you know what I mean. He will have a wandering eye going out. I'm surprised you haven't noticed that. When you have dated, you haven't seen him look at someone and wondered to yourself, is he really looking at her? Because this is a wandering eye.
No, well, to be fair, where we've gone out, it's not really like you wouldn't see that. But
Okay.
I haven't noticed.
You have not?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Good, because I'm sure if you did, you'd be offended. I'm not saying he has it to a crazy level that, it's because some people are just completely whack. I'm not talking about that. But it's bad enough that he is very much, it's part of his bachelor lifestyle. Can that be curved and stopped if he wanted something traditional and fell in love? I don't know. You would know right away in the first maybe month of dating him seriously. Like when you really started to him go over your place, you go over his, and go to different situations, even getting gas or the grocery store, like serious places where you would just everyday life, you would notice like that. So that's nothing I need to look into, because that's something that you yourself, when you know, and that's it. And that's something that right away you can tell on somebody. Besides that, so is that like a super deep secret? Yeah, because it's something that you shouldn't have to be aware of. You shouldn't have to like worry about that, and it is an issue. Hopefully, he's able to put that aside. Let's go on to the next secret. Let's talk about the situation with this woman. Have you ever heard the very grotesque saying, "Don't shit where you eat"?
Yeah.
Okay, so he did. And you can't, that means don't sleep with your coworkers. And he did. And the situation is they've been through some stuff. I believe they've known each other for a long time, maybe even friends as kids, possibly. There is something heavy in the past. If they didn't know each other as teenagers or, whatever, there's still something there where her people knew his people, or they go way back, or maybe her brother dated his brother, whatever. You get the picture. There is like overlaying history. And not only that, she knows stuff about him that she shouldn't know. And together they've done things that he doesn't want people knowing. And the thing is that there's this air of, if he pisses her off, he lives stressed out, because there's this feeling uncomfortable for him that if he pisses her off enough and she goes AWOL, she's gonna let the cat out of the bag. So that lets me know, I can keep probing, but I don't really care to. I don't think you should waste your time on that. All I'm trying to tell you is, it's not so simple where he can say, "Hey, I don't like you anymore, go away." Because she's going to make the drama. So, he's also not a person to burn a bridge. That's also one of his problems. He's not a bridge burner. He's not a confrontational, rough, burn a bridge. He is the type of guy that he'd rather go silent, go dark, kind of like in the shadows. I'm just going to hide away, let it all, pan out, and then I'll resurface when things are calm and the waters are calm. I don't want drama. I don't want yelling. I don't want confrontation. So he's pretty gentle. He's also pretty charming. And he has a very smooth demeanor about him. He's not one of these like feisty, rough, edgy personalities. He's more chill. He's more suave. He's like a gentle, a bit romantic. He has a calmness to him. And he's all about that. He's not about war and issues, but he does have a lot of secrets. I believe there's things he's done with parents or his money. So maybe taking money from dad, or maybe something he shouldn't have done. That's speculation. I don't know what it is. I have not delved in to find out that part. I'm just letting you know. More or less, it's something that she knows that he doesn't want anybody knowing. There are things she knows about him that if he upsets her, so that's not cool. And that's the problem and the anxiety with her, is that it would ruin his plans if he upset her, or she would cause a storm, and then like maybe his mother won't trust him anymore, or something like that, some kind of drama. Is that a huge deal? No, because if he falls in love, I guess she'll have to slowly get used to it. And then if everything is sweet and everyone is sweet and everyone is kind, she's not going to sit there doing drama, because then obviously he's going to say, "Oh no, mom, dad, she's just jealous." And everybody will believe that. So there are cunning ways to go around that. Again, mild. I think that him having that loose, being drawn to that kind of lifestyle, that can be outgrown. And I believe that him with her issue and all that can be outgrown. Let me tell you what I don't see him outgrowing. Let me tell you the big warning that I have for you. You came into this reading thinking, should you cut ties or not? And I thought, if you like him, if you feel you could, you can go in baby steps. I really don't know till I look. Okay, I looked. Now I'm telling you there's a warning. The warning that I have for you is that this person can potentially put you in a mind twist where thank you, whatever that was, or I don't even know if I'm supposed to thank someone. I don't know if that's the timer. I don't know, but if it is something someone gave, thank you. All right, so let me tell you what I see. My warning to you, if you continue with this man and you continue to build a romance, I see you in the next couple of months in a scenario that you will regret it big time. Not because of a broken heart, but because of a very manipulative, draining, affecting your mental wellness, level of stress, like dark. Like when a guy is real sweet and charming when you meet him, and the next thing you know, he has you manipulated where you almost like can't leave. And it sounds very odd. There are different ways. Let me make sure that my words are clear. Obviously, there's a way to be very, SA and VIO. You can finish the word. I don't know if you're allowed to say those words. Like when a person like is going to use like force. I'm not talking about that. But there's ways to do it like this. Where he can cause a scene, where he can twist you into this love, and then the next thing you know, he mistreats you and you feel heartbroken and you saw Jekyll and Hyde, and it has nothing to do with him doing anything like this or like this, but it has more to do with games he plays, and then you're suffering. I'm telling you right now, I see you in a situation where if you do go through with this deeply, you will see what I'm talking about, and you will say, oh my God, how do I get out of this? Why did I get into this? I should have trusted myself. What can you do? Because I see that you are in a scenario where you see a really strong connection. So first of all, if your moon is Pisces and his sun is Gemini, that's drawn. So for some reason, sometimes water and air have a very weird, like passionate link. I see that he has shown you very charming and sweet, and there's a lot good to him. I see that he's already, I'll tell you, I don't know you that long, but what little time I know you and the couple of guys we've looked into, you seem to me like the type of woman that you will put logic before heart. And you've always said, the way you've expressed yourself, the way that I have learned that you are, is you'll evaluate it and you feel it. And if you don't like it, you leave. And that's it. No questions asked. Bye. Bye, Felicia. Like, you're done. I think it's odd this one has you in a loop. I have never seen you be so fixated on, I need to find the truth. Something's bothering me. Is it true? I've never seen you so weird like that. And now I'm seeing that this is a baby step. This is like not even like an inkling, the tip of the iceberg of what you're going to be going through in the next 7 months. I see him doing a major, major twist and you becoming something that you don't want to see. So what do I mean by that? I mean a woman that's hooked onto stories, lies, BS coming to you left and right. Everything looks gorgeous and sweet and you enjoy sunsets, and the next thing you know, you discover something that disgusts you. Lies. Then you don't know what to believe. That twist, that Jedi mind trick, that's what I see. I don't like it. It's a warning. That's the reading. Now, let's say that you say, okay, Lucy, yeah, you're great. I've done a lot of readings with you, but I've gotten a lot of readings from other people right now, and I don't know what to believe. Okay, so then your logic with it. I want you to go baby steps. If you decide, I don't want to just leave, okay, then I want you to be very smart with what you do. How do you do that? Do not trust him with things of finances, and be very careful with your physical boundaries. And also try to see how much he gives you first with conversation, because this is the type of person that will jump in and take initiative in conversation when he wants something. But when it's you sharing, then he'll make you feel like you're the only one that exists. Like he will listen to every word you say and make you feel very confident, like I'm giving you all this beautiful attention. Don't you see that? And that is what wins you over. Like I've never been seen like this. I've never been treated like this. He has such a beautiful side to him. Watch that. Another thing you can do is trust the people that are in your closest circle. People that have never been wrong with the way they feel about somebody. Do not break your head over what 1,000 readers are saying, because I see that this particular path with this guy has a price to pay, and that is your emotional wellness. You become a very strong, career-driven individual, looking for love and being very, very comfortable in your life, to being an effing mess. Okay, so this person can also arise addiction in you. So you could start drinking or something like that. Whatever that is, overeating, drinking, maybe, this is the effect that I see. Why is that? Well, because of his charm. Obvious charm is not dangerous. It's the quiet kind. He gets me like no one else. He's intelligent. The way he sees me and the way he's so brilliant and the way he talks and oh my God, and the way he pulls me in. This is what I'm talking about. So, take baby steps. Be safe if you want to continue with the path. And just follow your own combination of head and heart. Watch it. Watch that gut feeling. It won't lead you wrong. Or you could just avoid it and go to the next step. Because this guy, he ain't it. So, do you have any questions for me?
No questions. I trust you. You've saved me out of I don't know how many guys. So, and I've seen it all too. So, I think.
What does your gut feeling tell you? Forget readers. I want to hear what you feel.
Well,
your ancestors,
it's like what you
your
said.
guides.
It's like what you said. Like there's a loop, and there's something there. So I was like trying to dig, and I guess I did find something small, but it's like I want to know more. What's to it? And my gut tells me like, be careful. Like keep your options open. Like play with him how how I see him. He is playing with me. Does that make sense?
Yes. What did you see that spooked you? You got spooked. What did you see?
I saw
me
and a friend posted him on the T app, and I don't know if I'm supposed to say that. I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. It's about you being private. You could use alternative words. You could say like a place online or whatever. Yeah.
So we posted him, and somebody came out, and we were like, okay. At that time, like all my delusions, everything that I had, like came crumbling down. I could imagine my whole life.
Right, the rude awakening. Yeah.
Yeah.
The
but
perfect
I had already.
Yeah.
That was we're in April, maybe in March, but I already have an event to go with him. So I was like, I can't cut him off just yet,
Right.
So yes, his charm did get me within. So after I saw that, I was like, okay, I'm going to take a very big step back. And I was very like distant and everything. And then after all that fell off a little bit, we did start seeing each other a little bit more.
And it's the charm, right? The way that he talks to you like nobody else does, a mixture of romance and intelligence, poetic.
Yes. Yeah, he did open up to me about his sister, something going on there. So there has been something, but it also, like you said, it's just something to make him feel like he's.
It's a tactic. It's manipulative. It's to
keep me held on, right?
She's suspecting something, and I gotta make her feel like I'm trustworthy. So yeah.
Apparently, this girl that came out and said something on when we posted him, she said, "Hey, can you send me proof?" He's denying it. So I was like, I don't want to get into that because we're not even serious.
I see. It makes you feel cheap
So
that he already so early has you like feeling like you're the crazy one.
yeah.
That's
So
wow,
that was
that's
the girl.
manipulative. He's in sales, huh? So something in his business relies on sales. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
That the family business that he does, if they don't have the gift of gab, they don't eat. Don't
Yeah.
forget that he puts that into his relationships.
Yeah. So after so she must have confronted him, but he never told me anything, which is hilarious, obviously, right? But in one of our outings, um, it was like 2 or 3 in the morning, and he had a missed call. Or I was like, "Oh, who is that?" You know, jokingly, like, "Oh, that's your ex or something." He was like, "No, that's my cousin," and I was like, "That is not your cousin. Like, come on now." Like, that's what my gut was telling me. So I did some digging, and he doesn't follow her on any of the apps or anything. But I went through the family members that I do know he has, and they follow her, or
That
one
was
of
the
them.
spying that came up when the reading began. When I was reading for you, I said, you're like a spy on him. I've never seen you like that."
Yeah,
That's where that
so
was coming from. Because I was like, wow,
I
like
saw that.
you're tired. You need a vacation from spying
Oh,
on him. Like, it's not like you.
yeah, no.
You know that, right? Like, I don't know you that well, but what little I know, that's not like you.
Yeah,
You're
no,
too
he's
busy for that shit, and you're not even his girlfriend. He has you like being a spectacle of yourself. Like, what is
exactly.
this? Like, how dare he look at some piece of work that he already has you just in a talking phase or early dating, and you already are just like if you were with him for 5 years.
Yeah, and Lucy, he is charming. He is handsome. You know, he seems like my type, but that's the thing with these men, right? And so, yeah, I found that, and it's just been ickling me to like, I'm like, there's just more to it. But I don't know, who am I gonna ask? I don't know his family members. So, yeah, that company that he works for.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't even say what it is because you're
Oh no, I
private.
wasn't gonna say it.
Oh, okay.
No, I was gonna say it's family.
Yeah.
And he says all his family members work there. So I, like you said, there might be some like there's something there that's overlapping. So I wouldn't be surprised if it's somebody that one of the family members grew up with, and they're like, "Oh, come work for us," you know?
Yeah, as you talk to me, I am doing a quick horoscope on you to see what new love is coming in because I don't want to leave you like that.
That's okay. Do you have my birth time?
Uh, it is, you emailed it to me once with an order or it was attached to some invoice because
Yes.
I'm not going to say anything, but it's January 27th. I'm not going to give
Yes.
any other information publicly.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I have it. Okay, so no, go ahead. I can multitask, okay? I can listen
But
and
yeah,
talk.
no, I just feel like moving forward, it's nice to have fun. um,
Of course, and you're an adult and you've been through a lot, and I get that, but be careful with this one, really.
yeah, and yes, I am gonna take him with a grain of salt, because yeah,
But you do know that his charm, once it gets a little bit, St. Valentine, you know that you might be hooked, right? Be careful. Because he's
Oh,
good. He is sneaky.
do you think he'll change? No, probably not.
You see how you already are? You
Yes, I
see?
know.
Because he's a temptation for you. This one's a dangerous one. This one's a dangerous one.
Why can't we get one that we can just cross off all the boxes?
I'm checking. I'm trying. Hang on a minute.
It was weird because well, any other time that I've had in reading, it's always been on text, and I'm like texting so fast, I'm like, hopefully she sees my message and now I can talk, but I'm like, I don't want to distract you from pulling what you need to pull out, you know?
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you. No, you're good. I usually tell people, hello, please be quiet. I can't right now. You're interrupting me. And other times I'll be like, no, it's okay. Talk to me. I can multitask. I'm almost there.
No worries. But yeah, he is definitely charming. Oh, and I think he wants something from the relationship long term wise, which is okay because who doesn't? Like, wants something actually. And I do too. I want him to do what he does in his line of work for me.
Woman, be careful with this one. This is quicksand.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely be careful.
Okay. As long as you're careful. I'm almost there. I have one more thing to add to this. Where are my codes?
No rush.
I promise it's just like a few more minutes here. Not even minutes. There we go. I just have to run 4 types of things on what I'm looking for. So I have to put this on here, manual entry. Okay, here we go. See, if I showed the screen, people would be like, oh my God, you're making me dizzy. Can't you just stop? No, I have 1,000 things I'm doing. It will make you go vertigo. Okay, here we go. So let's start with, this is a quick horoscope. I'm going to zip through it, but I'm looking for love stuff, but sometimes other things come up. Okay, so we're going to start with, okay, you know what? I'm not going to confuse you. There's a lot of life stuff in here that's good, a lot of positive things, so nothing to worry about. I'm going to stick to love. I'm going to purposely stick to love because this is going to take you like up and, you know, I do that.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, let's stick to love. So I see in the next month, in May, I see you, you know, how should I say, going to the bakery with him. So you got to be careful with that. Okay, you understand?
Like something baking?
No. I was just using a metaphor to keep it G-rated for younger audiences.
No,
I
yeah,
was
but
saying that I see you and him going to the bakery
okay.
in
Going
May,
to
okay?
taking it to that town.
Yes, Funky
Okay.
Town, okay? Because I have like really, really, you know, Alpha and Gen Z listening too, so I want to keep it, you know, Disney.
Well, I thought you
Yeah,
meant like something.
yes, so I do see that towards the end of May, okay? And you can do something about it, but here's the thing. I see it happening, and then all of a sudden he goes quiet for a little bit. And this does a number on you, only to then reach out to you again and you talk. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So this is beautiful, sweet, loving, charming. Oh my God. And then the dance. And then he goes dark and you're like, what the hell? And then he pops in. That can mess with your head a lot. Okay. Now, as far as love connections, I see one that is very good, like boyfriend material, coming into your life this year. And it can be maybe September. But here's the tricky part. You meet first and you don't think anything of it. And then it becomes like obvious to you that he likes you. So I'm already seeing in your future a good catch besides this charming guy, Mr. Charm. We're going to call him Mr. Charm. Besides Mr. Charm, I see a boyfriend, a really good boyfriend coming into your life or trying to, because at first you're like, I don't know who you are. I'm dismissing you. You don't notice him. Okay. I was just kidding, but no, you just like don't really think anything of it, and he likes you. This means that this man sees you from far away often. So, what scenario would you be in where a guy sees you just like, okay, could be a dating app sometimes because the guy can have little bits of conversation. He really likes the girl, and then the girl just kind of puts him on ice a little bit, and he just keeps waiting, like, did she answer me? I like her. You know, maybe you have like a conversation and then you don't talk again, or maybe he likes you at work. I don't know. All I'm trying to tell you is this scenario is I see a boyfriend, someone that has really good boyfriend potential coming into your life. I hope you pay attention to this person. I like his energy. This is a person that when you meet, it's going to be something that is of the arts. So it could be movies. You could be watching a movie, talking about a movie. You could be talking about something on Netflix. You could be talking about a book. You could be talking about an art piece. You could be near a gallery. It's difficult to tell because I'm doing a very quick type of chart just to kind of see your love perspective. I'm not like looking for little pieces. You're focused on this guy, which is what the reading was about. So the energy is going to be primarily him. But I wanted to push a little bit more. Okay. So the important thing is, yes, I see that at the end of summer, beginning of autumn, maybe September, something like that, I see that you start noticing that you are noticed. But here's the thing. I see two people liking you, but one of them is the one that is the boyfriend, the one that can potentially have a good relationship with you if you open that door, if you allow it. Let's talk about something else. I also see that online, this is online, or at least someone that this is how should I explain this? Give me a minute. I see a spiritual component. That means, what do I mean by that? I see that like your own ancestors, your own protectors, your own spirit guides, your own luck, your own subconsciousness, your own spirituality is pushing you towards a relationship, another potential guy that's good for you. But you make a change in your life at this time. This is in the future, this year, okay? And you might be too busy to pick up on it. So I'm seeing that this year, your awareness of love, your Cupid meter, is dim. It's usually very sharp. You're the first one to be like, oh, he noticed me, he likes me. Oh, all I gotta do is wink at him. I know he'll ask me out. Now you're like, what? He liked me? So I don't know if you have, let's see, are you in a progression of Scorpio or something? Because you're like, I don't know. You're kind of like not in tune, and you're usually very in tune. So there's something about you not noticing all the things. So I see a guy liking you, another guy liking you that wants something serious with you. That's the one in the artistic setting. That's the one of autumn. And I see one where there is a major good luck potential. I think this person has an even deeper spiritual connection than the first one that I liked. And this guy is the one with the spiritual component. This guy meets you and comes to you and puts effort towards you. But you have to be aware of it because you can miss it. Because at this time in your life, I see you moving boxes. I see you moving things from like the wall or boxes or something like that. I don't know what you're going to be doing at this time. You are moving your belongings around.
Maybe
You're
at
busy.
work.
And you're busy at this time.
Yeah.
You're going to be busy at this time. So maybe like winter, maybe it's the Christmas season. I don't know. You're going to be moving things around. And life is trying to like say, hey, good guy here. But you can miss him. So there's something where the vocal ability is not direct. So this means he reaches out to you through an email, a message, maybe it gets blocked, maybe it goes to your spam folder, maybe there's something you leave unread, maybe there's someone that you mistake for someone else and you don't know where it came from. This lets me know that you are active in apps and dating or online and flirtation. You're not like a hermit. You're not like someone just goes to work, home, in the grocery store. Like you have things.
I have a social life.
You do, and I can tell because these little things are like one is introduced, one is because you're hanging out with friends, one is where it comes into. So you have to be super vigilant. And there's a girl that is your friend that has like light brown hair, it's more straight, and she tells you things and blurts it out. Do you have a friend like that? She like just tells you things, and sometimes you like don't even pay attention to it. I wish you could straighten her hair. I don't know her exact, whatever.
Yeah. Is
it's light brown. It's straight. She straightens it. Huh?
It might be somebody, an old friend from high school I just recently reconnected with.
Okay, because she's very, if she goes like this, she has like big ears, poor thing. Her ears are a little bit bigger.
It's okay. Yeah.
But like, how some people have like, some girls have, it's like, oh no, cover your ear. It looks big, like cover it, Okay, yeah. I don't know. Okay, so that's what it reminds me of. So this girl, she's a sweetheart. She's sharp, she's smart, she's aware of stuff, and she's good for you because she's somebody who's going to say, hey, did you answer him? Or hey, did you pay attention to that? Pay attention to what she says. Friends are going to help you. Friends are going to help you with your love life. They're going to I don't mean by giving you advice you should follow.
Yeah.
I mean by pointing things out. Like if somebody says, hey, come on, let's go to dinner. No, I don't want to. No, come on, it's fun. Just go, because it talks about the spiritually, your luck is all your protectors are trying to matchmake for you. They're trying to get this going for you. And the opportunities are there in your destiny. But you are in a place at this time in your life, meaning now to the end of the year, where your mind is in other spaces and places, and the energy that you have is very distractive. So this is a time where a person, if you are very spiritual, you would do like clarity cleanses, or maybe you would do clarity candles, or maybe there's certain crystals that you wear that, increase clarity. Some crystals make things opaque. It depends what you wear. Like ocean jasper, I do not recommend for you. Do not even touch, oh my God, what is the name of it? It's at the tip of my tongue. I collect crystals and I know so much about them and I can't even remember the name. Larimar. Don't even touch Larimar. Do not touch Larimar. It will hurt your love life. You in particular. Don't do it. The one that looks like that dolphin, pretty like ocean water pattern. So be careful what you wear. So this is a time where you are closing your own energy that's trying to help you out. Okay.
I have a question. And
no, absolutely. I will answer it, but just give me 1 second, because this is not me thinking. This is me just doing my thing without the cards.
Okay.
Where is this thing? Do you know a Gloria? I know that's such a weird name. Do you know a person named Gloria? It can also be a street or a place. I see that there's someone who tries to. Here's the thing. I see people pushing towards you. Suggestions that are not good for you either. And this is the confusing part. You have friends that are, this one has very dark hair. And the Gloria name was something else. It could be a location. I don't know. I interrupted the thought. That's okay. It doesn't matter. If it's important, Spirit will give it back to me. The important thing is that it's going to go in order. Stay away from this guy, and I see you being sucked in like a vacuum. The next thing is 2 guys like you, and one, his purpose is to pull you out of the Gemini vacuum void. You're not to take it too seriously, but his intention is pure. I just don't see that you're going to feel it back. Time passes, and then it's the one that I super duper like. But even if you date that other one, it wouldn't be bad. Then something happens. While that one is trying to grow, I see things become clustered because you have friends pushing you in a direction toward your love life that can be more bad than good because it's the wrong choice. And I see a fire sign that you should stay away from. I believe he's a Sag, and this is a no-no. Later on. But the other one is my favorite connection so far. Let me tell you, if you wanted to, this year you can land the one person that you have a stable relationship with. You have 2 shots, and one is my favorite. The one with the spiritual, the one that I said when you're busy, the moving boxes guy, the one where you're moving the boxes. He's not moving the boxes. You are. You can end up engaged with this guy. There's a lot of opportunity for you this year. I just don't feel that your headspace is connected. So you also have to think of, the Uranus, some transits and stuff and progressions, and a lot of things are happening in the sky that affect you too. Not to get into that whole thing, but yeah, that plays a role. Yes, so I'm done. So yes, I go ahead, sweetheart. I'll be quiet. It's your turn to talk.
Just one question. And that's okay, like if you can't answer it. But is this somebody from work by chance?
Who?
One of the 2 guys?
Yeah, the one that's there's 3 guys that I see here. Well, 4. There's 4. The first one is a guy that likes you while you are in this cluster, with the Gemini. And he likes you, but nothing really comes of it. And then the other one that likes you, you don't really give it importance too much, but he's like boyfriend material. And that's the one that I see connected to the artistic place. What do I mean by that? Anything that's performance art or anything artistic. So that's hard, but if you think about it, galleries,
Photography.
photography studios, a place with like a coffee shop that has a lot of art on it, or maybe a place with a lot of street art and you're eating lunch there. It's art heavy. Maybe there's an art scene. It can be a place with a dance or something. Maybe at the moment it's very heavy with film or watching films. You would know, you'll feel it when you see it. You become dismissive and give it a very one of those quick thoughts. Yeah, I just never really thought about it. That is what it talks about. Like you notice it, but you dismiss it at the same time. Now with the reading, you might be like, wait, I dismissed something around this time. So that's why you use the reading as a tool. How will you know? His stare is really sweet. He has very expressive eyes. And you notice the way he looks at you. And it's sweet. I don't see anything bad with it. It's a sweet, yeah, I like his energy. I just feel that you're not really you're going to be so much into the other guy that you miss it. But the important part is the universe trying to pull you out of that. That's how much of a warning there is with this guy. Okay, so yes, I do feel that the next 2 guys that are significant enough that like you, because anybody that likes you now, I don't think you're really going to care because you're so much into him. And if you say, oh, no, I'm fine, I see you being very much into him again. So it's the next 2. So I would say summer. So we're still like at the end of spring, April, May, So we don't really start summer till June. So June, July, August is summer. So summer-ish, July, August, something like that is what I'm talking about. And then the other one is going to be all the way until maybe like November, December. That's the one that's my favorite. And then after that, very close proximity of time is the Sag guy I don't like, and the dark hair girl giving you advice or pushing you in a direction that you just don't feel. You're not feeling it. And then also advice to, call someone or hook up with someone or like date someone or suggest someone, and it's wrong advice. That is the reading in order. The chronology of it is it. Plus your own intuition, your own dreams, things that you're going to be feeling too. You can't forget that either. So.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, you have that to help you out as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, go ahead. Is there anything you want to say or ask?
I think that's it.
Okay.
There's like one guy from work that I'm thinking of, but
Okay.
I don't know.
Today, the reading. See, you gotta like really look at the space you're in at this time, and I think that's where readings confuse people.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I tell you something's going to happen, a person wants it to happen like now or the next day. And it's like, no, this is later. So right now you're in the spying mode, try and get answers. You're just confused. You got to take in everything we talked about. It's stressful. You're going to sleep on it. You got to go through your motions. You're going to be connecting with him. That's going to be evolving. You got to consider what you're going to do. You got a lot to live through before you get to that other phase in the summer. It's going to feel like this. It's going to feel like 15 years went by.
Okay. Yeah, that
Readings
makes
are heavy
sense.
because it's like you don't. This is not you right now. This is coming. This is later. So
Okay.
that's the hard part of readings because you are a problem solver and you want to say, okay, no, you gave me the information. Let me just do the math right now. And I'm going to plug it in right now. Plug in those numbers, and it's like, no, you gotta wait. You gotta live through it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Okay.
so
Well,
I
thank you
want
so
to hear the
much.
good news from you at some point this
I
year that you have
know
a good boyfriend.
I'm gonna go to rehab and stop doing these, and then the next time I do it, I'll promise you it'll be like maybe what, 3 to 6 months from now. So I'll keep you updated so
Okay,
that you know.
I just want to let you know you don't have to. You're not obligated to do anything like that.
Oh no, no, I
If you
know.
want to share, I love to hear it. If you don't, I respect it. And all I want to know is that you're happy. And
Yes,
all I
I
want to
know.
know is that if you do get readings from whoever, whenever, wherever, it's because it's helping you and because it's healthy.
Okay.
Not
Yes,
because you're in this weird loop I've never seen you in.
I know.
That's all I'm saying to you.
That's crazy.
I know, this guy's got you bad. And
I
if he
know.
wears cologne that you love, forget it.
No,
You're
I'm the
like,
one who's wearing the pheromones, remember?
oh, there you go. Smart
Well,
girl. Okay.
well, you have a good night. Thank you
You
so
too,
much.
sweetie. All right, honey. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I have a lot of comments here from people. Let's see. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to, whatchamacallit? I didn't mean to not. Let me go back in here and what you're saying. Okay, let's see. I missed some stuff here. I don't have my glasses, but I can sort of see what it is. No, it's not that bad. I can see it super sharp. Okay, let's see. Oh, hi, my magpie. How are you? Thank you for those goodies. Wicked Kids Only Wife is saying, is there something I need to work on in my life? Letty is saying, oh no, Lenny didn't say anything. The platform is saying something and give him a shout out. Oh, okay, thank you. WizKid is saying, all right, I need the same question about your life. And then, sorry I didn't see it, sweetheart. I was doing a reading. Oh, hey, Kyla. How are you? Thank you for the heart. Magpie saying mirror sounds like me. Oh, that's cute. Let's see. Anybody else? Hey, guys. Hey, Kyla, how's it going? Long time no see. I hope everything's good. You got a reading, but you think you messed up the info? Uh-oh. Okay, let's fix it. Let's see. You mean you mean the stuff you typed? Let's see. Oh, you mean your birthday stuff? I think you also emailed it to me once, or you attached it to some astrology thing you did once. I think I might have it in the emails or the orders, the old orders. I think I might have it. I think. I usually don't save that stuff in my astrology software, but when people email it from astrology, I keep it. I mean, unless they want me to delete it, I don't care. Let me see. I could do a search for astrology and then your email. And a lot of times that comes up. Let's see. The 19th of April, I think. Is that you? That's what I'm seeing here. Oh, hey, Lighthouse. Thank you. Oh, no worries. Okay. So let me ask you something. I could either, because you're next. I could either do your reading in about 30 minutes because I have a private call with a client, or I could just, because of my timing, I could convert this to a private reading if you'd like. You know, those are $135. You don't owe me anything extra, but I'm willing to convert it into a private phone one if you want to, because I don't want to make you wait in this particular case, because you usually, you've come to me for a long time, and we're good. We're good. I don't usually do that. If people buy it and I'm lending the read, there's nothing I can do. I don't hand those out. But you in particular you've been a client for a long time. So if you want that, I'm happy to give that to you. We can do that. If you don't and you want it on the stream, then I have to do it in 30 minutes because I do have a client that I need to take an urgent call for. It's a spell client, and because it's magic, I have to take it. Spell clients, it's like a time sensitive thing. So, and they have a lot of questions for me. So I gotta go do that. Okay, let me know. You have my, I can't say it, but it's on the information area. There's no restrictions, so we have to speak like it's, Tarzan English. Okay, so let me know, because I don't have, and we could do it like that. So if you want it like that, I can either do it tomorrow or tonight in 30 minutes. All right, and if not, I will do it on the stream. You let me know. Yes, it would be tonight. Yes. Okay, so can you do that? Because I don't have your, Okay, yeah, it's on the thing, and it's on all my info, so it's on there. Okay. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'll be back. Thank you, everybody. If I didn't get to your question, I will next time. I appreciate you checking out my live stream and everything like that. You can always reach out to the shop if you have any questions. Thank you, guys. Nice seeing all of you.